guys, we left you last week with us getting ready to play tennis with our pals Nick and Frankie, and you know, I'm not gonna say who won, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, we've been having a great time with our friends here. Just get into... Oh, wow, you see that guy?
That was big. We have cicadas right now, you guys, and they're everywhere.
But no, we've just been having a great time with our friends, hanging out, having some driveway buddies. Like we said, we've been playing tennis, or been hanging out playing board games or phone games. We've got this great game called Spyfall. If you've never seen it, check it out. It's a great game.
Friends become enemies. Enemies become friends. It's a whole thing.
So true. But we're going to get to work on Honey, and so welcome to this week's episode.
Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go.
What's up, you guys? We are ready to knock out. I keep trying to do this. We're ready to knock out. Finger snaps are not good. Some projects on our lovely bus.
Okay, so this week we are hoping to try to tackle framing out our walls. So basically what we have to do is we have to do some more angle grinding. As you guys saw in one of our previous earlier episodes, we took off this side paneling on the wall. However, we left a small lip, not realizing that we need to take that completely off because that's where we're going to place the wood furring strips to frame out our wall. So we're going to tackle that and hopefully get this bus all framed out for walls.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do. Hold my hand and look me
So Scott and I are double teaming it. He is getting the walls prepped right now by cutting away some of the spray foam insulation, and he's gonna work on angle grinding those metal pieces that he talked to you guys about down, and I'm gonna be working on cutting all the wood to size. Dream team, baby.
Okay guys, back to the good old days of angle grinding. Here's some epic B-roll.
My world is spinning round, round, round. Oh, I want you now, now, now. My world is spinning round, round, round. And I want you now, and I want you now. My world is spinning round, round, round. Oh, I want you now, now, now. My world is spinning round, round, round. And I want you now, and I want you now, and I want you now.
Okay guys, we're gonna wrap it up for today. We actually ran out of angle grinding discs, so we gotta go get more of those before we can finish it. But you can kind of see, we basically put 2x4s, one here, and then one on the floor. I don't know if you can see that. But basically what these are gonna be our joints to where we attach the plywood to make walls. And then it also leaves room for us, we'll put some vertical studs along the way. But this is where we'll be running our wires, so that'll be behind the walls, and this gives it enough room with the 2x4 for us to run all our wires for all our electrical. And so, yeah, pretty happy. We got all the bottom base, the middle base done. It's just this top part that we need to do the angle grinding on. And then this side will be complete for that, for the studs on that side. Then we move over to the other side. But we'll catch you guys later.
I'm walking to the bus. I'm walking to the bus. Here I go. I'm walking to the bus. He's chillin'. He's chillin'. Woo, woo, woo. No words. Woo! Let's do this. So today we are gonna work on continuing angle grinding and continuing to frame out the walls, right?
Right.
It's giving me a lot to work with today, guys.
So we decided to take all these rails off. They run all the way down the bus. What they're normally used for is just to run all the wires down the bus, but since we're going to be rewiring stuff differently, we just thought this will give us better room to be able to put our ceiling flush, and then we also save some weight. It's not a bunch of weight, but every little counts.
All right, welcome to another episode of our backyard. Ooh, backyard edition. All right, so we're gonna keep cutting the wood to size to finish framing out our walls. Very exciting. Okay, so I'm over here and I see Scott walking towards me with a wire. What are you doing?
So this wire was connected to nothing on both sides.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look, let me show you.
Oh my goodness. We're not ready to do the electrical yet.
So this was in here,
Uh-huh.
taped up like this, and it ran all the way across here. And was taped up to this one.
Oh, so was it connected into there?
No, that's how it was. And then I was like, oh, where does this one go? Then I followed it down here and I was like, oh, it goes to nothing.
Okay, so wire, like changing all the wires might be easier than we thought.
That's right, one wire down.
6,000 to go.
Okay, so Nick and Frankie are filming on their bus right now. They're actually just about to start their YouTube channel, which we're super excited and pumped for. And so we'll put a link to their channel so you guys can go follow them in the description below. But as they're filming, we can't do angle grind or anything too loud. And so I'm going to start to try to see if I can identify what a lot of these wires are. I took that one wire out and I think it just gave me courage to try and take some more out. Even though that one was already out.
Okay, I have 44, 46 and a half. That's
Got it?
perfect, yep.
So we actually have so many different wires that we actually aren't going to use anymore. Because it's stuff like we had like a GPS tracking system on this for the school system. They also had kind of like cameras inside the bus to record for the school system. And so a lot of like these wires are just wires that weren't actually plugged in doing anything. So we can basically just start stripping stuff out and then finding out what wires we actually need and find out what all the other wires actually do, so then we can label them and figure out if we need them or if we don't need them, and then just rewire it to make it cleaner so we know everything that's happening.
Always using scrap wood to prop things up. That's our bus advice.
I think all these can come out. Pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys know last week I didn't like this tool because it didn't do what I expected it to do, but I'm hoping it'll do this job, so this is its redeeming chance. No, we got it.
Woo! Redemption! This tool is useful if you're unscrewing things. Ladies and gentlemen, the box is out! Woo! Look at all of this. So much stuff that we can't even use. We don't even need. Scott's on a mission now, too. Because we were doing this to be quiet for our friends while they're filming their video. But now he's like straight up focused.
So that's one wire.
Look how like gigantic it is too. Look at
I've
this.
got like 6 more to go. So one thing that they tell you to do, especially for buses when you're taking out wires, is to start your bus every now and then as you're kind of disconnecting wires and stuff. The interesting thing about buses is that some wires you can disconnect, or if you cut, it can actually stop your bus from turning on. Especially like wires like emergency hatches and stuff like that. I haven't been removing any wires that weren't actually already unplugged. What we've been taking out is like the camera school system, the school camera system that they had in. And so all these wires were actually unplugged, and so it shouldn't be an issue, but I am just going to go ahead and turn on the bus just to make sure that there's no issues with that.
Woo! Yeah!
Okay, so everything seems to be working fine after we've took out all this mess of wires, so that's good. But Nick and Frankie have actually done recording for the day, and so we're gonna go back to grinding. That was a fun side pit stop.
Thanks, love. Oh gosh, it's heavy. You guys, we're so excited because we have the 3 rows of the lower base frame for our walls done. Done. Man, I keep messing up with my snapping. We have it done. And so now what we're going to work on is putting vertical studs in this middle section. And that will be our next thing. And then we might call it for the day.
And why are we putting middle studs in?
We're putting middle studs in for our electrical to run it. Because we're running our electrical here. Woo! I knew it. Okay guys, so that's a wrap. We added the vertical studs, beams, and we are completely finished with the bottom part of this framing of the wall. Woo! Feeling accomplished. We're gonna call it a night, and we will be back at it tomorrow or this weekend. Bye.
So tired. The music go off.
Because I was recording and we don't have copyrights to Ed Sheeran.
But thanks to Epidemic Sounds,
Alright, so we are going to knock out some of the insulation part for the bottom part of the wall that we framed. Obviously, we've already insulated the main chunks and sections of it, but now that we have those frame sections, we want to just lay a little bit of insulation there to make sure we are covered for all seasons.
And we also have scraps left over, so.
And we have scrappy doos.
When you say you feel low and good things are hard to see, when you pray to find love, I know somewhere we could be.
Okay guys, so we got one side of the bus completely finished, all framed out,
Feeling
and
accomplished.
insulated that bottom piece, and so now we just got to move on to the other side of the bus and pretty much rinse, repeat. So
Yeah. Should we even show them that? You guys don't even want to see it, do you? It's just the same thing over and over. It's like Groundhog Day.
Just watch this video in a mirror, and it'll be the same thing. But that's where we're gonna leave you guys. But before we leave you guys, we wanted to ask for your help.
So, we know that so many of you have reached out to us asking about our theme song. We've gotten videos before of you guys singing it. So now what we want to do is include all of our followers, anyone who watches our show, and we want you guys to send us a video of you singing our theme song, I Don't Want to Go by Cody Francis, in your own rendition, in your own way. We want you to email it to us at thehivedrivebus@gmail.com, and we will be featuring you and your beautiful singing voice or dance moves on one of our upcoming episodes. So go ahead and send that to us, lip sync your hearts out or sing your hearts out.
Yep, so we're excited to get your guys' videos, but until then, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that like button, and if you haven't done already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe!
And come along for the journey, and we'll be back next week.
This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. This is everything.